That's not appropriate. We're not talking about mob actions. I didn't say that.
What happened Sunday?
Hold on a second, okay? Respectfully. These large gatherings, just hold on a second, y'all. I promise you, we have time to talk. It's important that we speak of these dynamics in an appropriate way. This is not to obfuscate what is actually taking place.
Be demonized.
Look, demonizing children is wrong. We have to keep them safe as well. Have you ever taught middle school? I have. Have you ever raised young people? Do you understand the risk that young people take just because they're young? Do you know that home plate is at the bottom of my stairs? I found that out when my son was sliding down those stairs trying to score. They're young. Sometimes they make silly decisions. They do. And so we have to make sure that we are investing to make sure that young people know that they are supported.
A few years later.
A 15-year-old boy was shot during a so-called teen takeover in downtown Chicago.
The question you're about to see about violent black teenager season came after a shooting outside a movie theater right by Navy Pier.
For a large group of kids fighting outside.
A fight that led to a shooting.
I'm getting several tickets for shots fired.
The call for help came in just after 8 Sunday. A 46-year-old woman shot in the arm walking down the sidewalk with her young son.
A 46-year-old female tourist who was here visiting from Connecticut. We need the city to gather around right now and dedicate the amount of police resources that the downtown area needs, or we're going to have another summer of madness and mayhem.
And Brandon Johnson called himself a leader. I am so sick of this guy. You guys do know he threw a birthday party the day after this, right? Which is crazy because I'm going to get into more into that later. But guys, he called himself a leader. When he's allowing things like this to happen in Chicago, he already knows Chicago is getting hot. 55 degrees and up is hot for these Negroes out here in Chicago. I'm just telling you guys that right now. If they feel any type of sun or any type of heat, they coming outside. And now it led to a tourist getting shot. This woman isn't even from Chicago, and she's with her son. She is literally with her son, though. So now people who aren't even from Chicago, who are tourists, is getting shot now. Like, this is getting ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous. And he's basically trying to make it seem like just because they're young, oh, you're demonizing them. Don't demonize them because they're young people. They're going to make mistakes. Dude, first of all, you talk as if they're children. These are teenagers. You do realize, and this is the problem when it comes to law enforcement in a lot of these liberal cities. The ones that's doing most of the crime are juveniles. So you can't really like lock them up or do anything like that unless they're doing basically a first degree murder or first degree felony or something like that. But other than that, guys, if it's a petty crime, they're just going to get a slap on the wrist. Now, back in my day, they'd send you to like CCBC or something, like boot camp or something like that. But I don't know what happened, man. But, man, back in the day, man, they used to be holding them folks like me accountable, like around my age. I'm talking like young, though. Like, they'd see you up there to that boot camp, and it looked at like jail. I think I had a field trip I did in 5th grade. I took a field trip to the boot camp in 5th grade, guys, and it was scary. That's why I'm like, look, I don't ever want to be here. But then it's like, I'm gonna definitely try to cook this guy if I can. If I go to City Hall, I'm gonna have to cook him. They're using stun guns. They're throwing glass bottles. They're shooting people. Nah, bro. And this is why I be saying you guys are putting this money into nothing, basically. Put this money into the police force where it needs to go. But I'm gonna tell them that when I go to City Hall, guys. But the last thing I want to bring up is obviously P. Ray supports this. Nah, man. And it's been a lot of stuff going on with Chicago Red, guys. And honestly, I'm just finna just put all cards on the table, guys. I resign as vice president. Guys, because P. Ray, she supports Democrats that are just absolutely disgusting. Like, she supports Tiffany Henyard. She supports Danny Davis. And, guys, she basically is meeting with Brandon Johnson, guys. She's meeting with Brandon Johnson. She just support all of these just Democratic thinking. It's just basically like she's a Democrat, guys. And I've been played, and I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep on fighting for Chicago so we can turn a Republican city. Look, I think we can do it. I know we can do it, guys. It's like, let me just read this, what P. Ray said. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm damn glad this is happening. When they closed Rainbow Skating Rink, a boy was in the news and said, now we're just going to get in trouble. This is what happens when teens' lecture spaces are closed to build housing for transplants. Go babies. Now maybe we can get some infrastructure for them like we built in air for the illegals. This don't even make sense. So you mean to tell me you support teenagers terrorizing the city because they closed down a skating rink? Because what? They did something for some illegals? That don't mean we go out there and cause chaos, P. Ray. And that's not even just it. She supports Tiffany Henyard, guys, and everything she does. She wanted us to do a press conference. To support Tiffany Henyard, guys. Absolutely not. Me and the organization, that's honestly when I fell back. I fell back after she wanted us to do a press conference for Tiffany Henyard. You guys know I can't stand that lady guts. I'm loyal to you guys, and I'm loyal to the Republican Party, guys, and I'm loyal to being a conservative, guys. And P. Ray's a traitor. She wanted me to meet with Brandon Johnson. She wanted me to have a private meeting with Brandon Johnson in the back room after a City Hall meeting. There's absolutely no way I was doing that. So I'm not a fan of Chicago Flip Red. You know what I'm saying? I support what they do. But guys, that stuff they were saying in that video, they wasn't lying. That's why you guys know I be talking my butt off. But y'all see me quiet as a mouse in that live. And listen, she's upset because I played the live video. Okay, she was watching the live too. So she's upset because I streamed a video about her. Like, that don't even make sense. And she was watching the video as well. So it's like, look, guys, she gave herself away. She wanted to meet with Brandon Johnson. Now that she's giving her everything that she wants, you know what I'm saying? Like a stop sign and all this other BS, because you guys do know Brandon Johnson stays down the street from P. Ray. And it's like, I didn't want it to be true, but I should have just listened to my first instincts, man, when I went to the meeting the first time, when she said Tiffany Henyard, that's my friend. When I started criticizing Tiffany Henyard, she's talking about, that's my friend. And I should have just listened to my instincts, guys. But I'm not going to sit up here and say that I didn't contribute a lot to this organization, man. I just want to shout out everybody that, you know what I'm saying, I believe is true to the cause, like Mr. Dennis, Miss Latanya, Osiris, Miss Vanita, you know, Miss Natasha. Like, thank you guys, you know, but P. Ray is just, I just can't do it with P. Ray. I can't do it with P. Ray because she's a Democrat deep down inside, guys. And I've honestly been holding this information in a lot. That's why you haven't really been seeing me make videos and things like that, excuse me. But guys, even when it comes to this situation that we talking on this story about, like, she supports stuff like this. You guys just seen it. And you guys always know. And this is for everybody out there that watch my videos. And even you, Miss Jessica, because I'm sick of you people sitting up here acting like y'all, like I be lying or something. Don't nobody got to lie on y'all. This is for all of y'all, including you. And yes, I'm not saying flip bread. Yes, I'm saying you, Miss Jessica. Stop acting like people was lying on y'all. Ain't nobody got to lie on y'all. I always come with the facts. This is a Chicago conservative over here, baby. You know I'm going to come with the facts. So you need to be quiet when it come to you calling people a liar. You, P. Ray, all of y'all. Ain't nobody got to lie on y'all. You feel what I'm saying? When have y'all never seen me present the facts on this show? When? Never. You feel what I'm saying? So, guys, I hated that I had to stretch this video, and I hate that it had to even be this long. But yeah, guys, I never support terrorism. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're old. I won't do it. This is basically Black Lives Matter 2.0. It's Black Lives Matter 2.0. They're attacking Elon Musk. They tried to kill Trump twice. And basically, like, now they're trying to terrorize the city. The Democrats are basically at step one, which is division, hate, and terrorist. Like, so guys, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button. And listen, guys, if you guys are fans of P. Ray, I'm not going to sit up here and bash you guys either. But I wouldn't lie to you guys. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This is what it is. Okay. My loyalty is to the movement, the actual movement. I don't care if you have a MAGA hat on. I don't care if you're a Republican. If you're a snake, then I can't be with you. And my loyalty is to the people who stayed strong to the cause, who met good in the organization. And I'm sorry that, you know, P. Ray did this to us, but if you're a fan of P. Ray, I'm not going to knock you. You know, like, you can keep supporting P. Ray and keep doing what you're doing. But look, man, the facts are out there. The facts are out there, and I'm not finna make no whole video on P. Ray and do all of that crazy stuff like Chicago flip red down. Like, I'm not finna do all of that. You guys can see for yourself. You can go on her X page and just see all of the stuff she be doing. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I couldn't do it no more, guys. I couldn't do it anymore. I can't do it. But make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button. Tune in next time, and I'm out of here. Peace.